Hi everyone! First and foremost, I would like to thank Dr. Richa Carreon Marcos, my beautiful tita, for inviting and encouraging me to do this talk. I'm sharing a bit of my story first. That was January 2017 that I took my practical exams at MCU. And thank God, successfully passed the dental board exams on my first take. I must say that MCU holds a special place in my heart as a licensed dentist that I am right now, because it was where that I had to be assessed and scored if I really was competent and ready to do professionally such noble work of a dentist. Now, I am glad that after 4 years, I am here again at MCU, though virtual, not to take an exam, but to inspire future examiners that once I had been. So let's start, and I hope I can inspire you and help you pass the dental board examinations. First is mindset. Now that you will be starting, or maybe you already have started doing your review, begin it with a right mindset. The great Henry Ford once said, "Whether you think you can or think you can't, you are right." Taking the boards is such a challenging situation, and negative thoughts that lead you saying, "I cannot," must be replaced to "I can" and "I will." How did I do it 4 years ago? Every day, before I start my day, upon waking up, I'd say to myself, "I will top the dental board exams." Then there goes tip number 2. Aim to be a top-notcher. Did I become a top-notcher? The answer is no. But did I pass? Yes. There is no harm in trying your best and setting your eyes towards a goal and aiming the top. Why do you have to do that? Sounds ambitious. Yes, but because if you fall short, most likely you will pass. Just 2 things, top-notcher or passer. Also, you need to prepare for it. Physically, have enough sleep, eat healthy. When studying, you really have to eat, since it can be strenuous and draining. But make sure to prioritize healthy foods. Chips and coffee can be very tempting during your study time. I know, just stating facts and coming from actual and personal experience, because coffee was my best friend. You may have those actually, but don't forget to have fruits and vegetables too. Also, exercise. Mine was just merely walking, but it helped me too. If you can do more than that, then better. These things will ensure that your mind and body is conditioned. We really need to avoid getting sick, most especially now that we are on a pandemic, COVID-19. Mentally, read as much as you can and understand what you are reading. Keep on reading and reading. Remember this, but it's not actually a pressure. We studied for 6 long years. We had so many subjects, and we do not know what will be picked out and what will actually be asked in the board exams. So it's best to know a bit of everything. You may do this with proper scheduling so that you can finish what you have set upon. Proper scheduling entails planning. For example, once you have your reviewers ready, plan which subject and review material are you gonna read first. You may do this by setting a target. Let's say, I will start with dental surgery first and finish this on set a date. Then when you're finished, or the day that you've set comes, you may have a day to assess yourself how well have you retained by answering test questions. Then, you may proceed to another subject and target again a date to finish it. Make sure that you plan well and hit your target so that you can go over all subjects. Emotionally, the preparation and the actual days of the exams and even the days of waiting until the results are gonna come out can be very nerve-wracking. Just stay relaxed, inhale, exhale, and be confident. Don't let yourself be anxious and not let stress eat you. By doing this, you can think really well. Socially, of course, socially, we have to be prepared and healthy as well. Surround yourself or talk to friends who can send you positive and good vibes. And inspiration, also motivation and encouragement to keep you going. Talking to some passers and even top-notchers can be very helpful. Also, if you can ask them tips and strategies and maybe their review materials if you can borrow. You may follow their studying style, but you can also discover your own learning style that works best for you. For socially, would have to add that you have to schedule your social media use. I am a millennial, so I can really relate with you. Of course, right now, it is very tempting to grab your phone, hit like, follow, post, and even stalk in social media. Most especially now, with our current situation, we need to stay at home. And most of the time, we lurk in FB, IG, Twitter, and other social media platforms. It is fine that we use them, but for reviewees like you, have some time off in social media or at least use it with proper scheduling. Next is to prepare spiritually. You have to pray. Ask for His guidance. Someone said to me to be specific with our prayers to God. And during that time, my prayer was, Lord, sana ang nabasa ko, yun sana ang lalabas sa exams. And because I'd like you to be more inspired to do it, I asked some good friends and colleagues who actually made it to the top 10. Here is Dr. Edmar Bellingan, my good friend from Iloilo, and his tips are: another top-notcher, Dr. Abby Arzaga, my batchmate in CEU Manila, and her strategies are the following. And I also asked my very good friend, Dr. Cez Acero, for her helpful tips on how to ace the dental board exams.
So how do we fail-proof your ticket to the top 10? Let me give you this simple formula. D, 3 P's. D stands for dream. Then purpose, plan, and prayer. So let's start with the first one, dream. What does it mean to dream? When we dream big. That is actually one of the gifts of God to us. We can dream big, dream as much as we can. Say for example, if you're gonna take the board exam, dream of being on top. Dream of being a top-notcher. I'm gonna be top 1. Yes, because you have a chance. And when you dream, it gives you a ticket to making that dream come true. Let's now go to the second one, purpose. After you dream, you look for a purpose. Find your why. You know, I like this tagline from Nescafe, para kanino ka gumigising. Diba may dad doon, gumigising ako para sa mga anak ko. Gumigising ako para sa pamilya ko. This one, find your why. Para kanino ka nangangarap? Para sa sarili mo? Yes, that could be. It could be for your parents. It could be for your lola, for your lola. And then cling on to that why. Because that why will give you the drive, will give you the motivation. To sum up our strategy for plan or planning, first is you select a particular subject for this month. Example is operative dentistry. And then get a weekly schedule. First, second, third, and fourth are for different types of reviewers. And then on a daily basis, decide on what particular topic of that subject are you going to tackle about. And now we're down to the fourth P, which is the most important of all. It's prayer. I'm going to share with you my favorite verse or my life verse when I was still studying for the board exam. It's Matthew chapter 7, verse 78. It's about ask, seek, and knock. Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be open to you. For everyone who asks receives, the one who seeks finds, and to the one who knocks, the door will be open. Yes, and when we pray, I encourage you to pray not just because you are asking, but because you have this faith that your dream would come true and that we have a God that is faithful.
Now, I hope you got even more inspired. And right now, let's tackle some of the questions every reviewee asks themselves. Should I self-study or go to review center? Dentistry is such an expensive course. We all know that. And if you are on a budget and cannot afford to go to a review center, be resourceful. And as I stated, talk to friends, and if you can borrow from them the review materials, then it's such a big help. You know yourself. Everyone has his own style, even on studying. You just have to discover which style fits you best. If you think self-studying would work on you because you're the person who can actually read more, retain more information by studying alone or by yourself, then go for it. When choosing a review center, ask friends about it. What are their teaching methods? Their schedule? Do they do it in the morning or afternoon? And does their schedule fit your study habits? Do they give review materials? Things like that, and decide which is the best review center for you. Then another question every reviewee asks themselves, and it's actually a very difficult question, is when will I take the board exams? I graduated May 2016 and started reviewing April, and also did my self-review until September, and enrolled to a review center until November, and took the theoretical exams on December 2016. So I had 7 months to prepare, and I think I am the person who needed much time to get ready before doing something like on this case, a board exam, and I had the thought of taking the exams right after graduation actually, May 2016. But I thought I was not ready enough, so I had to decide that it's gonna be December of that same year. I had batchmates who actually took right after graduation and made it. So it's really up to yourself. If you think you are ready and you know in yourself that you have prepared for it, then go for it. So there it goes. I hope I have inspired you more. Always do your best. And in dentistry, do your best both in theory and in practicals, as these two are very important in our field.
To keep you even more inspired, I'd like to share with you all what happens next after you successfully pass the board exams. For my case, I get to do my dream job. I get to wear my white coat at work, which is what I envisioned myself wearing when I was still a child dreaming of my future. Learning never stops even after you pass the board exams. As health practitioners, we need to study more and learn more through continuous education for our professional development. Studying and learning continues for us through trainings, hands-on workshops, conferences, and now more on webinars. Learning is even more enjoyable at this time as we get to know, meet, and learn from some of our inspirations, our idols, some of the people who have proven so much in the field of dentistry. And through these learnings I got from dental school and after school through continuing professional development, I get to share these knowledge not only to my patients I cater inside the dental clinic, but through the opportunities that come by. I get to teach other people on a wider scale, even outside the workplace. Teaching them how precious our teeth are and how to take good care of them can be very fulfilling as a licensed dentist. And you, future licensed dentists, we have the role to educate people and share the wisdom that we have. Also, I get to do my mission, which is to improve smiles and help patients regain their self-confidence and change their lives to the better through their smiles. These and more you get to do after passing the dental board examinations. May these serve as your motivations as you can see and grasp what better future you can hold, and you can achieve this by working on it starting today. And lastly, never ever give up.
Also, because we are on these very challenging times of COVID-19 pandemic, your patience is being challenged as we are waiting for the sure date when will it be safe for you to have the exams. For now, just use this time to be more ready and prepared. Before I end, let me just add, don't fear the board exams. You have time to prepare for it. Your days in school were already part of your preparation. Just do everything you can. And if in any case, things won't go well on your part, just think that there's proper timing. And when the right time comes, you are more prepared for it. Thank you very much for listening, future licensed dentists. Claim that DMD title because you deserve it.